Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of Shift 2 Unleashed with mods. Now this is a mod I've been trying to get to work for a pretty good while in this game. I finally got it to work after somebody on the nfsgames.com shout out box helped me out with getting this mod to work, and I finally have it working because the tires mod was missing, tires texture was missing, and here she is. It is the Aston Martin 177, and this is probably the best looking mod that I've ever had in a while. So this is it, the Aston Martin 177. I finally have this thing working. Like I said, I found out that I actually had missing tires textures missing. Now, the first thing you notice when you actually look at this car is it's absolutely flawless. The lights look absolutely amazing. Pretty much all the lights work, including the little lower lights. I don't know if the lower lights would work underneath the low beams. Those would probably be turn indicator lamps, but that's judging from TDU2. And of course, as soon as you look at the back, you see the absolutely amazing taillights. And when I hit the brakes, all the lights illuminate, as you can see. And then, of course, there's a reverse light, which is really cool. You see the backfires working as well. I say this is probably the best looking mod, like I said. Although I know the engine sounds a little quiet, I forget to actually turn it up, but oh well, because it had a DBR9 engine sound in it, which was not exactly realistic. And as you can see, there's the backfires down there with the famous exhaust. Now, if we actually go into the interior view, you'll see that it's actually absolutely amazingly detailed. The original version of this mod actually didn't look like this. This is actually version 2 of this mod, and surprisingly, it worked really, really well. This is actually the same mod that the same person that actually made the Lamborghini Veneno and the Ferrari LaFerrari that I reviewed. He made exactly this model as well, and he's improved it over the years, and I'm rolling backwards now. And as you can see, it has license plate lights, and they actually illuminate the 177 logo. So, enough talking. Let's actually drive this thing. Now, you probably won't notice this, but the rear spoiler actually goes up and down. I think you'll notice it a bit later on. But yeah, you can kind of see it right now. It's hard to see it because it's dark. Now, this car handles a little bit weird. It understeers a bit. But that's typical. It's a little heavy. But oh well, the backfires are just insane. It kind of understeers, and at the same time it oversteers as well. And I forgot to turn my HUD back on. You can, like I said, you can kind of see the rear spoiler actually in the up position. Like I said, the original mod didn't actually have the rear spoiler, and it didn't actually have taillights on the back. The taillights didn't actually illuminate like this, and this thing just looks sexy at nighttime. It's just really, really cool. I've never said anything about a mod like this before. It looks really, really nice. It reminds me a lot of Shift 2. What? It reminds me of Hot Pursuit. Now, you probably just saw the little spoiler flash on. You saw the spoiler in the up position. As you can see, there it is. It's in the up position. But yeah, I'll also show you how you can actually make this mod work for you on your computer. It might look a little weird in terms of rims. The rims might look a little weird. They get a little bit of a dish at higher speeds. That's because the tires texture is actually not officially from this car. It's from the Aston Martin V12 Zagato GT3. So the rims are going to look a little weird at higher speeds, but it's to be expected that they will look like that. And you can kind of see, like I said right now, you can kind of see the spoiler in the up position right now. But yeah, this thing is absolutely fantastic. The only issue I have is that it has a little, as you can see in the HUD section, it says that it actually has a turbo on it, but this thing doesn't actually have a turbo on it in real life. And there you see the wing right now. It actually just went down. It is animated just like the real one. It goes up and down, which is really cool. And in fact, I didn't actually expect this thing to be so good, because I never actually got this thing to work until today. And when I looked at it today, I was absolutely shocked by how amazing this thing is. And I'm not driving this thing absolutely well. I actually need to tune this thing a bit better, because it doesn't really handle like I want it to. But oh well, I guess I can tune that out, hopefully. Ding Those backfires are absolutely amazing, and that's actually going to interior view, even though I'm absolutely rubbish in interior view. Well, I'm not bad, but I'm not good either. But as you can see, the interior is absolutely amazing. I'm pretty sure before the only thing that works in the interior in the previous version, which you'll see on Lamborghini Sucks or something like that. I'll link his video in the description of I believe the first version. But the interior didn't really work. It didn't illuminate. Only the speedometer and the RPM gauge worked. Nothing else really worked on the original one. And of course, like I said, the taillights didn't actually work, but the brake lights did actually work. When you brake, they would work, but they were not realistic. But now, this mod is by far the most realistic thing I have in my mod shop, in my mod area. It's fantastic. I absolutely love this thing. And like I said, there was a person that actually, the person that worked on this model actually also made the Lamborghini Veneno. And as you can see, the little reflections look a little weird. They're slightly positioned weird, but you don't really notice that all too much while you're driving this thing, especially if you just go into interior view. But I absolutely love this car. This car is absolutely amazing. It's probably my favorite car right now in this game. It's too bad you can't upgrade it. I think you could have modified the files a little bit to allow this thing to be upgradable, but I'm not going to do that. I don't really want to upgrade this thing. This thing is perfectly fine as it is. The only thing I would do in the files is I'd turn up the engine sound, because I actually changed it from the what is it, the DBR9 or something like that, the DBRS9 or something like that. But yeah, I switched it from that to the just the DBS, the DB9, because it sounds a lot more realistic in just as a DB9 engine sound. I mean, like I said, this car handles a little weird, but it's not too bad actually. It's not excruciatingly bad. And of course, if I look back, you'll actually see the wing in the up position. This, like I said, this is probably the best mod, and the person that made the LaFerrari and the Veneno did exceptionally good job on this thing. And I didn't really expect this thing to be good, because most of the time on NFS Game, I get these kind of average to good mods. Mods that look good, just don't have animations or whatever, just look good. And then there's also the average mods, which have animations, but maybe the lighting doesn't look that good, or the interior doesn't look that good. But I kind of live with it. So yeah, this thing is by far, like I said, the best mod that I have currently. But it's not, well, one of the best mods. It doesn't, it comes close to the LaFerrari mod that I have, and the Veneno mod, but this thing, I'd say it's in the top 5 in terms of my favorite mods in this game. In fact, this might actually come into number 1 because of the way, I love the Aston Martin 177 in general. This is an absolutely amazing car. Just the way they designed this car. The rear bumper, you might think the rear bumper is actually one big piece of aluminum at the back, and indeed it is. It does look like that, yes, but actually the rear bumper was constructed of 3 pieces of aluminum, and then they were sanded down to the point that the seams were completely flush and you couldn't see them. So they just focused all on the design of this car, and then they also focused on the performance by putting in a 750 horsepower naturally aspirated V12 engine, I believe it is, or a W12. No, it's a V12 actually. And now I'm sliding. But yeah, and across the line. Now let me sum this bad boy up for you, and I shall see you in a second. So to sum up this machine, this absolutely amazing machine, I'd say this is probably one of the best mods, if not the best mod that I have currently in this game. It looks absolutely amazing, especially in the nighttime with the lighting and so forth. And of course, this thing has an actual animated spoiler, which I didn't expect, and as you can see, it's right there, and it just went down. But this mod is the best. This is definitely a mod you should get. But it's a little bit of an issue actually getting this thing to work, because it's actually missing the tire texture files in the actual files of the car when you actually download it. And I shall show you in a little bit exactly how you can remedy that and fix that. It'll look a little weird in terms of the wheels, just a little bit in certain angles, but other than that, it's an absolutely amazing car. As you saw, the interior is amazing, the car itself just looks amazing, the model, even just sitting by itself in the showroom, it's amazing. But you actually have to drive this thing in the nighttime in order for you to actually see the absolutely amazing looks and just how sexy this thing really is. That's really all I have to say about this thing. I actually fell in love with this car back when I played, I believe, Test Drive Unlimited 2, yeah, I fell in love with this car as soon as I saw it on TDU2. I was like, oh my god, this thing is absolutely sexy. And I didn't do that slow motion. The game itself did it itself. But like I said, this mod is absolutely spotless. It's exquisite. It's so detailed. It's so realistic. Everything down to the interior. Just the lighting looks amazing. The model itself looks amazing. Even with the animated spoiler, that's the icing on top. They actually got the animated spoiler properly. It goes up just like it does. But in TDU2, but they got it wrong, which not a big bummer to me. Not a big deal to me, because it looks absolutely amazing. I don't mind that. But in this game, the mod creator did an absolutely amazing job. If only it actually works properly when you first download it, so you don't have to go searching around for other files for this thing to make it work. And I shall show you right about now. I'll end off the video right here, and I will actually show you right now how you can actually fix the issue of the broken tires file. So BRB. Alrighty, welcome back. So we're back, and I'm gonna show you the whole entire steps of the setup. Now, if you do get stuck and you don't understand exactly how it works, this is actually located in the Aston Martin 177 download. You just click the link in the description. I have it linked down below. And all you gotta do is you gotta find the Aston Martin V12 Zagato. The Aston Martin V12 Zagato mod. So all you gotta do is type in Aston Martin into the search bar. I don't know, Aston Martin, that's why that one doesn't pop up. And here it is. All you gotta do is, I opened it in a new tab. All you gotta do is you gotta click that. I know it's in Russian, but it's relatively easy to understand. You just gotta click these red buttons, and that should allow you to download it. Now, I know it's a RAR file. It's actually on MediaFire, so this is easy. You just download it. And I've downloaded it. I haven't gotten any viruses. I promise you it's not going to cause you any viruses. But it's a .rar file. You can get WinRAR on your computer for free for 40 days. Or you can download the .rar file, the .rar application to your Android, and you can extract the files this way. But all you really need from this .rar file is you need the tires file, which you can find through there. Basically, you go into the mod, and I'll show you here. Basically, it's like this. You go to Vehicles. Of course, you'll find in that file, you'll find the Aston Martin. For example, you'll find the Aston Martin in there. That Aston Martin, the V12 Zagato. But you gotta go to the file that's labeled Physics and Tires. This is just an example. And in there should be just one file, which is the file that you actually need. Just copy it, paste it in, copy it, or cut it. Actually, I recommend copying it. Copy it, paste it into here, and then you find the same file, and you rename it to, if I can find it, where'd it go? There. You rename it to 1_tire. You don't change the .hdl portion, you just name it 1_tire. And then, you're actually not done yet. What you gotta do is you gotta go to Edit. You edit this .xml file, the tires hd.xml file, and you add the 1tire.hdt to it. Now, you don't actually. One way you can do it is you could just copy the name of the file, just like that, paste it in, and then just go to another existing file right here and just copy these two other parts of the file and paste it in. Of course, you also got to include these spaces here, otherwise it's not going to recognize this. And so that's pretty much all that it is. And of course, like I said, if you do actually get stuck on the system, or you don't want to bother typing in the name of the what you have to install to the tires.xml thing, you can go in and you can actually copy this from my comment. I actually have my comment right here explaining how you can do this. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course it also shows you the location, which you can. Here's a little tip right here. Go copy. Okay, so basically what you can do is you can do it like this, but do that, and there you go. That'll find the exact spot that you want to go to. So just basically ignore that. You can go to Origin Games so you don't have to scroll through, and then you can do /, add an extra /, Control V, and there you go. That's the exact place you actually have to. You can find it all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give the video a like, and I hope this helped you out to make the Aston Martin 177 mod work, because it's an absolutely amazing mod. You definitely have to check it out if you're into modding Shift 2 and you want to find a really, really nice mod to go with the game. Of course, I'll review some other mods as well that are good sooner or later. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire.